Alright guys, so I'm here at another job here. This toilet keeps shutting itself off. We've got CPVC in the wall. It's got one of those all-in-one cheap push-on valves. And it literally turns itself off. So I'm going to replace that. They're talking about a new main shut-off valve on this house, because last time I was here, these are really good customers. I've known them for a long time. And let me go over here. I guess last time I was here I told them they had a plastic main shut-off valve and we needed to change it out, you know. Hopefully it's not a disaster. Usually, yeah, see how, I mean, it just, you never know what the fuck you're gonna get into. That's ridiculous, man, that some plumber would actually do that. It's embarrassing, really. Just makes our job difficult. It's what happens when the lowest bidder gets the job, man. Fucking thing's barely above grade, stuccoed to the side of the house. Wonderful. So they want a hose bib in the garage. All the way from here. Huh. I'd be better off just giving her one at the water heater. Let's see. Look at the valves. Can you imagine? $400,000 house and they're putting a valve like that in. I don't know how that passed inspection. It's supposed to have 12 inches of copper on a gas heater. So I don't know. So let me go. I'm gonna turn the water off. I'm a little disgusted, really. I mean, this job's hard enough, never mind just doing stupid shit, you know. Just can't believe somebody would run a fucking water service like that to a new house. They got a jackhammer in the fucking wall. The fittings are buried in the wall, man. Dig a hole. The worst part is, I don't feel like doing it right now, you know? You ever get like that? Just not fucking ready for the fight. Alright. Alright guys, so I'm ready to do this valve. It's gonna be a slam mamma jamma. That's not moving. That's a good thing. I'm using a shark bite valve. I'm gonna get it ready. Put this together. It's actually a brass craft. Man, I'll tell you what, guys, it's freezing out here, man. I had to put my jacket on. Yeah. See how loose that nut was on that ball cock? Wow, that's crazy loose. I mean, I'm just turning it by hand. Fucking lawsuit waiting to happen. Okie doke, so that's that, guys. So I want to show you, there is a way to get these valves off. Basically, you cut the hose and then you spin this thing counterclockwise while you're pulling it off, and it'll come right off. You can either glue a stop on or use another shock bite. I would say if you do that, you're probably better off with a glue fitting, because it is going to leave, there is going to be a little bit of a track mark from this washer, but yeah, so we're all set. It was quick and easy. Got a new supply hose. Look at me, man, I'm freezing. I had to put a jacket on. Alright guys, so let's see what we need to do. Hey, check this out, man. I love this. The spinning toolbox. I'm telling you, man, I got good ideas. Better ideas than the Donald. And I use big words, too. Malpractice, man, what we're looking at right here. Dig it? Alright guys, so let's see what we need to do. Hey, check this out, man. I love this. The spinning toolbox. I'm telling you, man, I got good ideas. Better ideas than the Donald. And I use big words too. Malpractice, man, what we're looking at right here. Dig it? So I want to tell you why this is like this. Well, looks like they busted the footer out to do that. I gotta get that cleaned out. Fucking worst case scenario. Look at that, guys. Can you see that hub? Ain't even long enough to get a fitting on that. I'm gonna have to peel this fucking 90 off. That's what happens when you hire fucking people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. How do you put a 2-inch piece in a block wall when you know the fucking edge of the block's thicker than that on the edge? Stupid. Imagine it being so hard just to put a new fucking shutoff valve on a house. Anybody know what a greenhorn is? Tell me in the fucking comment section. Worst case scenario, boys. Worst case scenario. boy, the inside of this pipe looks like shit, man. It looks like shit. I gotta get my heat gun. Bullshit ski. Hit that with some sackcloth. That's it. That's easy, isn't it, guys? Change out a hose bib. I mean, a water service valve. Fucking yo-yos. Yeah. Ah, shit. Lord. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, man. I don't know if I could work in the cold again, guys. I remember doing framing up in Rhode Island, and we did everything, man, literally. But I remember having to shovel the fucking snow off of the roof to put siding on the house, man. Clapboard. Tight, yo. Still gonna be awfully low to the ground, but what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna go up, and then bad enough it's already ugly as hell. Yeah. 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 Okay. Well, that was fucking easy. Fucking Rube Goldberg. Rube Goldberg. Look it up. Yeah. That's gonna do shit, guys. That's gonna do shit. Let that set up for a few. Harder than it needed to be, unfortunately. A lot of half-assed guys doing new construction down here. I was talking to a buddy of mine last night. He called me up, a kid who used to work for me, and we were saying, you know, the houses, we didn't really have to do much service because we did it right. You know, we never had to go back to houses. We did everyone the same. You know, we had a system that worked. Basically, the way my boss taught me when I came into the trade. Did some things different, but for the most part, we did it the way we were taught. And we did it right. And we did it good. So that was way harder than it needed to be. Stupid. I gotta let that glue set up for a little while. Can't backfill this hole till I test it out. So let me get my shit wrapped up. The stuff that I can. I don't like to jinx myself and clean up too early. So I'll put the stuff I don't need again away, but keep my tools out. Alright guys, so I've got the water on up to this shutoff valve. We're looking good. It's all good, man. I just need to backfill this hole. Yeah. Digging ditches for a living. Digging ditches is is unforgiving. Digging ditches ain't good for you. Bada bing. Hey, Johnny's Landscape Service. Like it never happened. Like it never happened, guys. Look at that. I just gotta patch that wall now. I got some nice stucco mud. Let me go get it. Alright guys, unfortunately I thought I was recording. I've got this thing patched. I'm going to hit this CPVC with some spray paint because it's not supposed to be exposed to sunlight, and that's it, man. I'm done. It took about an hour more than it should have to replace a stupid main shutoff valve, all because the kid who did this house, the rough-in crew, need to be taught a few things. That's how I'll put it. Alright guys, so I'm all done here. Some days I don't like doing this shit when everything's going right, you know what I mean? But when I see stuff like that, it makes me angry. What the fuck were they thinking? Anyways, this lady, she hooked me up, man, with some banana bread and some other kind of bread. I don't know what it is, but I'm a little famished. The fucking mothballs, cashews, and a fucking green drink didn't do it for me today. I'm very hungry, kind of cranky today for some reason, and it's cold out, man. It's been a pleasure, my friends. Thanks for tuning in. I hope it's interesting. I hope you learned something, and only good comments today, okay? That's it. I'm kidding. Have a great day.